look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buffaloes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
That's caught. It's Cobb. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
This crowd full throats, cutting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Lewis wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Pulls it in at the 25. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the run, it's Martin. Got the first down and still on his feet. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's carry on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires to the right. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this,
breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's got an open man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis to throw. Right down the middle. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll run the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He fires one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This
picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Back to pass. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense.
Gets away from one. He's got space. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Lewis to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to throw again. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Pulls and fired complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Palmer. That's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Lewis to throw. Pocket breaking down. The short hands, it's Palmer. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It's complete to the right, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He wants to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Moves around to clear up the vision. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's a hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Lewis wants to pass. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
And the returner will be dragged down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Might be looking to run. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Gets the back moving. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the end zone. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Lewis to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
The Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Buffaloes will send out the punt. Oh, they're faking it. And it's caught. Can he get it to the sticks? And the tackle is made, but that fake worked to perfection to pick up the first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, completing the pass.
Gonna run it. It's Hampton. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Holds it in on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take, to get an explosive play like that and have it wiped out by a penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Carry-On. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got some room to run. Inside the 30.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Fires to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Penn State!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Unloads it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Really putting together a threat now. They got the first. It's at the 37.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Croman Hoke. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to...
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. He may keep that rush honest after completing a pass earlier. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the run, it's Martin.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
One more play to pad the stats. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did.